Hey folks, how are you doing? This is Steve with Backyard Fed. I just wanted to let you guys know real quick, I think this is probably the best idea I have ever had for putting chickens out. You guys are going to have to mind, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of pecking right now because I put treats out here. I'm just kind of trying to get them all in the same little area, and I don't know how well they're going to share the little treats that I put out. But I have this little pen here that I've had in the coop now for just about a week. And I've been bringing the chicks out every morning, and I'll put them in there. Then I will let the big girls out of their coop, so that way when they come out they're already here and they get familiarized with them. Okay, that's been a good process. And before that, I had actually taken this little pen that I built right here, and I put it out in the yard on the grass, and I would bring the little chicks out there on the warm days and stuff. And I did that for about a week, and I've done this for about a week. And when I had it out in the grass, I would take treats and I would put it around the pen or the coop or whatever you want to call this little thing here. And the big girls would come over there and they would eat all the little treats around the pen. So these little girls got really used to having them around. So they're not really scared of the big girls. And then the big girls are really used to the little girls. So they're getting really used to each other, and today I decided I was going to be a little brave, and I was just going to take these little ladies right here that are going pecking and making messes and acting like little dinosaurs as usual. But I figured I would just put them into their run instead of into their little run, and I would let the big chicks out and see how things went. At first, it was a little interesting. These little ladies here were a little weirded out because they weren't used to them being out of the pen. I had Pepper back under there who thinks she's top dog of everybody over there. So I had a little bit of pecking problems and stuff with her at the beginning, but nothing real too major. The Barred Rocks, man, they've been phenomenal. Like, I hardly had any pecking at all from them. There has been a couple times here and there. When I first put the treats down, they were all digging into the treats. A little bit more. They didn't like the little ones coming over to get the treats, so they didn't really do a whole lot of pecking, but there was a whole lot of chasing and a couple little pecks. But as you can see, these little ladies are fine. I've had them out here in the run all morning, since about 7:30 today, and right now it is about, I guess, less than 2 minutes away from 2 o'clock. So as you can see, they're fine. They're surviving. They're getting along. When I came out here, those chicks were right over there laying down where they're laying, and the little chicks were right there underneath that log and on that tire. So they were laying right next to them, kind of trying to buddy up. They're not quite there yet. But folks, I just wanted to tell you, like, I have tried a few different methods. Okay, I've tried bringing them out little bits at a time during the day, and like if you've watched my past videos, I believe I have one where I was bringing them out and I just bring them out in a box, and I had the heat lamp there, and I'd let them out into the run and stuff. At that point in time, though, I did only have 2 chicks. Unfortunately, a predator got those other chicks, and that predator was my own dog. Well, dogs. That's when I first got my dogs, and they were puppies, and I forgot they were outside, and unfortunately, that was not good. But I brought them out that way, and it worked out okay. I mean, they weren't very comfortable with it. There was a little bit of pecking going on, just like always. But it worked out. But this way here, they just got so used to seeing each other. And they couldn't peck at them at first because they were in the pen, and they were being rewarded with treats and stuff around their pen, so they were really comfortable. So when I brought them in here, first day was a little weird. They're like, "What are you doing in my coop?" And after that, everything was great. And this morning, like I said, I just decided to be a little daring. I let these little ladies out, and everything's worked out great, besides for a little bit of pecking. So, you know, a lot of people ask, how should I introduce my chickens to the new flock? This is forever going to be my go-to now. Just something simple like this. Like I said, when they're little and the weather's nice enough, you can bring them out. You can let them get in the grass. You can Let them learn how to pick around in the yard and scratch and do their own thing. Put treats around it, get the other hens going around them, get them familiarized with them, move them to the coop or into the run, let them get used to seeing them in the run. Give that about a week or so. I think it's been 5 days. It hasn't quite been a week. That's why I said I was getting a little brave. But as you can see, folks, everything worked out great. These girls are not stressed out. They're doing just fine. They're enjoying being in here. Those girls there are not stressed out. They're enjoying being in here. It's been a wonderful process, folks. So I recommend this over everything else I've tried. The way I tried in the last coop, when I was putting chickens in at nighttime, so that way they'd wake up together, thinking that would work better. But that kind of worked the same way. There was still pecking and stuff that happened. Everything else, it just seemed more uncomfortable for the chickens both those other ways, where this just kind of seemed to be flawless and it went really good. So if you ask me, this is the go-to, and I strongly recommend it. It's very easy to do this. I just got some chicken wire with a couple poles. That's all I did. And I put a piece of fencing across the top, and I had a small little painter's tarp that I would throw over to give them shade, and put treats around it so they get familiarized. Folks, I strongly recommend it. I think this is the best way to do it. But that's just my little piece of advice, and I hope you folks like this video. If you would please like and subscribe. I am trying to build my channel, so the more likes and subscribes I can get, the better. If you do have anything you would like to add to this, please, by all means, give me a comment down at the bottom. I'll answer you as promptly as possible, and I would love your advice and love your opinions and love some feedback. So like I said, folks, give me a like and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment, and I will talk to you all another day. God bless, and don't forget to let your backyard feed you. All right, bye now.